This is a 10-minute non-sleep deep rest session. Non-sleep deep rest is a tool that can allow you to relax your nervous system and mind. It's a great practice to recoup rest after sub-quality sleep, and it can be done to reduce stress, improve mental clarity, and boost energy, creativity, and productivity during the day. It can also be done before bed or in the middle of the night if you want help winding down to rest. It utilizes specific forms of breathing to slow our heart rate and bring us to a deep state of rest. It also helps us realize and take control of what we choose to focus on with our senses. As we engage in non-sleep deep rest, we can shift our brain state from thinking, stress, planning, or anticipation of any kind, positive or negative, to a state of deep rest and relaxation. So let's begin. If you're not already in a comfortable seated or lying down position, please do so now. Once you're in a comfortable seated or lying down position, close your eyes. Throughout this session, breathe normally unless instructed to do otherwise. One pattern of breath you'll be asked to do is to inhale deeply, ideally through your nose. But if you can't breathe through your nose, inhale through your mouth. Try that now. Inhale deeply through your nose, and then exhale all your air through your mouth while thinly pursing your lips, as if gently blowing through a small straw. Let's do that again. Inhale deeply through your nose or mouth, and then exhale completely through thinly pursed lips. Repeat that 2 more times, understanding that long, extended exhales through the mouth slow our heart rate down and relax our nervous system. After repeating that form of breathing 2 times, you can go back to breathing normally. Now, imagine yourself standing over your body and looking down at yourself as you're currently seated or lying down. And imagine holding a flashlight or a spotlight and directing that light at your feet. And focus your attention on whatever it is that your feet happen to be in contact with at this time. It could be socks, shoes, a blanket, or merely the air. Whatever it is, focus your attention specifically on the bottoms of your feet. And try and perceive what they're sensing. They could be tingling, cold, hot, could even be numb. It doesn't matter. Just focus your attention on the bottoms of your feet. Now, imagine expanding that spotlight to include the tops of your feet, your shins, and your calves. And expand that spotlight further to include your thighs, your hamstrings, and up to your waist. Now, with your entire lower body illuminated and inside the scope of that spotlight, inhale deeply through your nose or through your mouth, and exhale completely through thinly pursed lips until your lungs are empty. Repeat that 2 more times. And each time you exhale, imagine your lower body sinking down about a centimeter into whatever surface they're in contact with. Now, Move the spotlight to your abdomen and focus your attention on whatever it is that your abdomen is sensing. Inhale, and as you do, your stomach should move out slightly. And as you exhale, it should sink down. Now expand the spotlight to include your upper abdomen, your chest, and your neck. Imagine that spotlight expanding to include your arms, and continue to breathe normally. Now focus your perception on whatever contact surface your back happens to be in contact with. It could be a shirt, a seat, a sofa, a bed, whatever it is. Simply bring your attention and your perception to that point of contact. Inhale deeply through your nose or through your mouth. And as you exhale, imagine your back and your upper body sinking about a centimeter into whatever surface they're in contact with. And then continue to breathe normally. Now move the spotlight up to include your face, the top of your head, and the back of your head. And as you continue to breathe normally, focus on relaxing the muscles of your face. And see if you can extend the duration of your exhales ever so slightly. And now, imagine that you expand the spotlight on you downward to include your neck, your chest, your arms, your abdomen, waist, legs, and down to your feet. Imagine yourself looking down at your own body, illuminated inside of the spotlight. And then imagine that you deliberately dim that spotlight and make that illumination less intense. Inhale deeply again through your nose or through your mouth, and exhale completely through thinly pursed lips. And as you do so, imagine your entire body sinking into the surface that it's in contact with. Now, while continuing to breathe normally, move your toes ever so slightly. And as you do that, notice that you are in control of your nervous system. You direct your perceptions and your actions. Now move your ankles and bend your knees just the slightest bit. Then move your upper body slightly from side to side. And move your head from side to side, or even nod just slightly. Then move your hands, lift your arms a tiny bit, and set them down again. And now, slowly open your eyes. And as you do so, you'll notice that normally your nervous system is bombarded with sensory information, mostly visual information, which you've eliminated during this non-sleep deep rest session. Remember, you are able to control your perception by focusing on your sensations. And you can control which sensations you perceive by directing your attentional spotlight to whatever part or parts or entirety of your body that you like. Non-sleep deep rest highlights this remarkable power of your brain. It can direct your actions and your perceptions, and it can do so in order to bring your actions and perceptions into heightened states of alertness. Or, as you've done now during this non-sleep deep rest session, you can bring your brain and body into a state of deep relaxation.